On the desolate peak of Mount Nebo, as the sun bled its last light across the plains of Jericho, a great servant of God drew his final breath. Moses, the lawgiver, the friend of God, lay still. And the wind howled a lonely dirge across the jagged rocks. But his rest was not yet secured. For where there is a great treasure of God, the thief is never far behind. The shadows on the mountain began to writhe and pull together, twisting into a form that was regal, dark, and predatory. Lucifer, the fallen son of the morning, stepped out of the darkness. He looked down at the peaceful form of Moses with a sneer of triumph. Finally, he whispered. His voice like grinding stone, the stuttering shepherd is silent. He crouched, his hand reaching out. You saw the promised land, but you could not enter. God is exact, isn't he, Moses? He remembers every sin. And now, by the laws of justice, you belong to me. But before his fingers could touch that holy flesh, a pillar of pure, searing light slammed down from the heavens, driving a wedge between the devil and his prize. The ground itself shook with impact. Lucifer recoiled, hissing, shielding his eyes from the brilliance. From the heart of the light stepped the Archangel Michael. His armor gleamed like white-hot glass. He held no sword, but his very presence was a weapon. An embodiment of divine authority. Step back, son of the morning, Michael commanded. His voice calm but absolute. Lucifer, recovering his composure, let a mocking smile crawl across his face. Michael, the errand boy, I might have known he would send you. You have no business here, Michael stated. His gaze unwavering. This is holy ground. Lucifer let out a dry, rattling laugh. Holy. Look at him, Michael. Look at the clay. This man was a murderer. Remember the Egyptian he buried in the sand? Remember how he struck the rock in anger at Meribah? He disobeyed your master. His sins were covered, Michael replied. He is the servant of the Most High. Lucifer began to pace, circling Michael like a wolf sizing up its prey. He is a lawbreaker. The law demands justice. If God is just, he cannot simply cover rebellion. If Moses struck the rock in pride, he aligns with me, not you. By rights, his body and the glory it carries is mine to display. Imagine the idols Israel would build if I gave them his bones. You seek to snare Israel with idolatry, Michael said, his voice as steady as the mountain beneath them. You wish to turn a prophet into a puppet. I seek what is fair. Lucifer roared, his patience thinning. You cannot deny his guilt. You cannot deny that he failed. If I fell for pride, why should he rise? He lunged forward, his handsome features twisting into a demonic visage, a face of pure malice. Give him to me. The very air crackled with malevolent power. Lucifer summoned a towering wave of shadow, a tsunami of darkness meant to overwhelm and consume. But Michael did not flinch. He did not draw a weapon. He did not shout insults or engage in a war of words. He simply held the devil's gaze, his own power drawn from a source infinitely greater. I bring no accusation of my own against you, Lucifer, Michael said, his voice clear and resonant. I do not speak on my own authority. Then you are weak? Lucifer snarled. Michael raised his right hand, not in a threat, but as a conduit of ultimate power. His voice was not a shout, but a thunderclap that resonated through the fabric of reality itself. The Lord rebuke you. The name of the Lord hit Lucifer like a physical blow. The shadows around him instantly evaporated. He stumbled backward, clutching his chest as if struck by lightning. The authority of the Creator was a force he could not withstand, a judgment he could not appeal. His power, his accusations, his rage, they were all meaningless before that single, divine decree. With a guttural snarl, he hissed, "This is not over. It is finished here," Michael replied, his voice leaving no room for argument. Yeah. With one last glare of impotent fury, Lucifer dissolved into smoke and was swept away by the wind, banished from the holy mountain. The battle was over. The victory was won not by angelic might, but by the authority of God's name. Michael turned to the body of Moses. All the warrior's sternness melted away, replaced by a gentle reverence. He knelt beside the prophet. "Rest now, friend of God. As the archangel gently lifted the body of Moses, a thick mist began to roll in, blanketing the mountaintop and obscuring the scene from any prying eye, human or demonic. The story recorded for us in the book of Jude reveals the principle, but even the archangel, Michael, when he was disputing with the devil about the body of Moses, did not himself dare to condemn him for slander, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." The mist thickened, transforming into a brilliant, consuming white light that swallowed both Michael and the precious body he carried. And as the book of Deuteronomy tells us, God himself took care of his servant's final resting place. And he buried him in the valley in the land of Moab, but to this day no one knows the place of his burial. God protected his servant in life, and he protected him in death, ensuring no one could ever defile his memory or turn his remains into an idol. It is a powerful reminder that our battles are not won by our own strength or our own accusations, but by standing on the authority and the righteous name of the Lord. Thank you for watching. If this story blessed you, please like and subscribe for more content that brings the Bible to life. We'll see you in the next video.